Red hot news? When the going get tough, the tough get going. Greetings and happy 2022 New Year to all real estate professionals. We are indeed happy that we can meet again in our club's weekly newsletter. This week's message is super exciting. At this COVID-19 horrible epidemic season, it is good to know that one top real sales professional is doing well under such unhealthy condition. We hope you view this clip seriously and be encouraged. Alright, thanks. Hold your horses. If you don't know me yet, my name is Madam Sophia, a virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG, your sales and marketing e-coach and e-mentor. I, myself truly will deliver the first part of this week's message. Without any more delay, here is the red hot news. It was reported a real estate negotiator Terrence T. this year has been challenging. The COVID-19 pandemic brought him tough times, especially when the number of cases was increasing. He could not organize appointments and on-site viewings during the lockdowns under the various movement control orders. Despite this setback, T managed to seal the deal through his solid relationship with the clients. I was in the middle of my struggles when everything was on hold. Due to the movement restrictions, I could foresee a tremendous drop in sales, but realized the scenario was not as bad as it appeared. I started receiving calls from past customers looking for properties, and they even proceeded with the deals even though there were no viewings of the units. That was when I realized that I have built solid relationships with my customers and they trust me. It is important to remember that trust is earned, not granted. Trust allows leaders, employees, relationships, and organizations to flourish and grow. It is fundamental to almost everything in life, he said. Additionally, he said he had achieved this level of trust over the years by putting his client's agenda as first. I always aim to match my customers' wish lists whether they are seeking to rent or buy a property. I listen to all of their requirements in detail and look for the most appropriate property for them. It's important to create a win-win situation for both my seller and buyer as well as the landlord and tenant. I never turn down their request, keep myself running to meet their satisfaction, and let them feel comfortable and confident in my ability to deliver the tasks. That's how they give their trust to me, which I really appreciate a lot, he said. Tip pointed out that it was not about the money, although it is nice to have money. At the end of the day, it is really about matching the right buyer to the right seller, as we are matchmakers, real estate matchmakers. This is one of my favorite quotes by Valerie Fitzgerald. Being a real estate realtor is really challenging, but it is a career that drives me to keep learning and practicing. I have never stopped learning since becoming a realtor over 10 years ago, and know it will keep my passion on this glorious career, he said. And source: The Star Papers, December 19, 2021. By the way, are you happy with this week's bulletin? I hope you do. As for myself, it is very encouraging. You ask why? It is these daring buyers and sellers with the realtor are doing their part to stimulate the activities in the real estate markets. Although there are stumbling blocks to speedy recovery, yet there is a silver lining in the property's dark cloud in the Malaysia's housing market. True or not? You bet? P.S. Please give us a thumbs up. Also subscribe to our channel so you would not miss out any of our practical and useful video clips. We require your feedbacks as needed by you clicking on this email josephsfg@gmail.com. Your cooperation will help to improve the quality of our weekly news bulletin. Okay, PPS, before we part company, may I introduce Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph. She will deliver a free chapter of the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time. Until we meet again, this is Madam Sophia wishing you sayonara and happy selling. Thanks a million.
Thank you, Madam Sophia, for allowing me to share the other half of this week's bulletin. In case you don't know me, my name is Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph NG, your sales and marketing e-coach and e-mentor. Without further ado, here is the chapter. Chapter 19, Sales After the Sales. Quote, if you make a sale, you can make a living. If you make an investment of time and good service in a customer, you can make a fortune. By Jim Rohn, author and motivational speaker. Before we jumpstart this chapter, it is only right to give a brief meaning of sales after sales. All right. In truth, after sales support or after sales service means you as a sales professional need provide support or services to your customer. Believe me, after sales service is a modern and very effective tool to satisfy and retain and get more sales from a customer. Make no mistake, showing sincere appreciation is one of the easiest ways to build a closer relationship with buyers as they move through your customer selling process. It's simple, but remarkably few companies ever take the time to genuinely thank customers for their business. Believable? You bet. Companies that focus on creating meaningful customer experiences can choose to compete on loyalty and word of mouth, beat the giants, and carve out their own place in the market. In this pursuit, thanking customers for their purchase goes a long way. In fact, 68% of businesses have lost a customer because they feel a company is indifferent to them, and nearly half of U.S. consumers say customer appreciation is an indispensable part of providing excellent care. Get my drift? Being purposeful and personal when thanking your customers can help showcase the human aspect of your brand, create connections, increase customer lifetime value, and increase customer retention. Below are 7 great ways you or your company can render sales after sales services. These are only some of the popular activities that you can arrange to serve your customers. For starter, below is the first and foremost. 1. Pre-installation services. More often than not, all the products in the market come with some sort of manual with them. These manuals contain basic information for using the product for the first time. It is very easy to use these devices for the first time. Some devices demand expert advice. Providing pre-installation services for items such as a copier machine or an air conditioner will greatly facilitate the customer. Some companies do it for free, while some charge a bit for it. Sound reasonable? Secondly, there is the question of 2. Warranty. In all honesty, this is one of the most common types of after-sale service. This is provided by almost all multinational companies for all their products. The duration and warranty of specific items may vary. To be clear, some companies allow their customers to replace the products if found faulty. The companies encourage the repair of the dysfunctional part. Companies also offer variable warranty policies to their customers. Additionally, we should consider this third factor, which is 3. Online support. If truth to be told, this is the latest type of after-sale service. It is mostly provided by e-commerce companies. But this is not a hardcore principle. Almost all multinational companies have dedicated a helpline for their customers. In other words, the company helplines can be accessed conveniently round the clock. The company representative listens to the query of the customer and provides proper guidance for convenience. Next up, nothing less than the all-important 4. Replacement return. In my view, companies provide free replacement or even return of their product. This service comes with proper terms and conditions are associated with it. After the sale of the product, this service lasts only a few months. To top it off, replacement can be either of the entire product or one part only. The return of the product is facilitated with a refund or another product from the same company. However, every company has a different policy. Similarly, do not forget the next area of 5. Upgrades. As you see, this post-sale service is often provided by electronic or software companies. The upgrades provided by the software companies for a limited time is a classic example. The over-the-time update provided to the software users encourages them to buy electronic products. These upgrades are necessary for the functioning of the device. The companies deploy this strategy for a limited usage of their products. Come to think of it, the customer may use his device over time, but it might not function as effectively as ever. It is worth noting the next item is number 6. Give discounts to your customers. Listen up, discounts and promotions are a great way to keep your customers interested in your offerings. You can offer them promotional discounts or even customized discounts. If a customer spends heavily on your products, giving him/her special discounts will make him/her feel more privileged. Workable. Last but not the least concerning number 7. Remember your customers on special occasions. Here is the thing. We love it when somebody remembers us on our special occasions. Similarly, customers love it when you remember them on their birthdays, wedding anniversaries, etc. You can send them wishes through messages, gift cards, etc., or you can also offer special discounts on your products. Does the above-mentioned ways somehow give an adequate understanding what is really sales after sales? Summary. Not to sound like a parrot, let's recall some salient points of this chapter. Agree. For starters, do remember the wise words of Jim Rohn, author and motivational speaker. Next, it is good to remember to render good support or services to your customers after they buy a product. Moreover, research has proven that 68% of businesses have lost a customer because they feel a company is indifferent to them. Additionally, never forget to follow the above-mentioned 8 ways to build a closer relationship with buyers by giving the appropriate sales after-sale services. Easy to remember and apply. You bet. Conclusion, therefore, to wrap up this chapter on sales after sales, I truly believe that spending the time, the money and effort does give us long results. Without a shadow of doubt, this strategy does work. By applying this tactic over my 30 years in selling and training, the success in the arena of selling has brought me more sales and many long-term customers. Hence you, my faithful reader, should do likewise. Practice it without fail. You have my assurance that it does work. Trust me. That said, I shall end this chapter gracefully. Oh, by the way, do you find this chapter on sales after sales technique very useful? In truth, it's like the healthy morning sun's rays shining onto our evergreen oldest selling profession. Agree or not? Come to think of it, we know it is a lengthy video, yet we want to congratulate you for watching this clip up to now. Here is the kicker. We are truly committed to your growth, self-development, and you get to choose us to be partners in our journey to your success in selling and marketing. Needless to say, since you have watched this clip, you now deserve more bonuses, gifts of free chapters of the book, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time. These bonus chapters will be weekly awarded to you until the final chapter of the entire book. Happy. Fortunately, it is worth noting in the comments section there are other professionals like you with same goals and aspirations striving to become more and better biz professionals. Hence it is why we are eager to know which are areas of the chapter you treasure most. Hoping you will share so that we can help each other grow effectively. Least you forget, these sharing will continue in the Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course in our club's president email, josephsingh@gmail.com. Alright. Thank you again. We hope to meet you again, next week. Goodbye and best wishes. From me, Madam Florence, Madam Sophia and CTM Joseph.